Good day everyone, I am Masala Aminwell, and before we proceed to our topic, for my topic for this lesson, I have here an activity in which you can guess the word. And yes, if you got the right answer and it is types of text, then you are correct. With that activity, I guess you already have an idea what is my topic for this lesson 2, lesson 3 that belongs to module 2. First, let us know what are the types of text. So here I have 5, which are the narrative, descriptive, expository, procedural or instructional, argumentative or persuasive text. First, let me discuss what is the narrative text. So narrative texts have been a fundamental part of a human communication, beginning with the oral storytelling traditions and evolving over time. These narratives later took written forms such as epic poetry, eventually leading to the development of modern novels. Narrative texts are written to convey a story that can be either fictional or based on a real events. They typically include settings, characters, and a plot which help or guide the reader through the storyline. The basic example of narrative text in order for you to understand it are the first one or novel. The second one is the short story, and of course the biography. The second type of text that I have here is the descriptive text. So when we say descriptive text, it is a type of text that focuses on providing details about a person, place, object, or event using a sensory language. Descriptive text, it aims to immerse the reader in a scene or situation by providing a vivid details that appeal to all the senses. This technique, it allows the reader to fully visualize and experience the settings or event in their imagination. Of course, in order for you to understand what is the descriptive text, I have here an example. Of course, we have the poetry, in which, by that given example, the goal is to help the reader visualize and feel the atmosphere, mood, or specific of what is being described. The third one is the expository text. It is designed to explain, inform, or describe experiences, facts, situations, and actions in a clear and organized way. It details with both abstract and real-world elements, aiming to clarify information for the reader. Expository writing is often structured using headings and subheadings, lists, and organized paragraph of present step-by-step processes logically. The goal is to make a complex information easy to understand and digest. This type of text is commonly found in textbook and of course the news articles or reports, where the focus is on providing clear, factual information. Unlike descriptive text, which uses a sensory language, just like what I mentioned kanina. The expository text naman, it relies on a clear explanations to convey meaning. The fourth types of text that I have here is the procedural or instructional text. It provides a step-by-step guidance or instructions on how to complete a specific task or processes. By the word itself, procedural or instructional, it is designed to help the reader achieve a desired result by following a sequence of actions. These texts are often accompanied by diagrams, illustrations, or charts to help clarify the steps and make the process easier to follow. The language is typically clear, direct, and concise, ensuring that each step is easy to understand and implement. The procedural texts are commonly found in recipes, and of course to the user manual because it knows how to guide and assembly instructions. The goal is to guide the reader through the task efficiently, making it simple to replicate the process or complete the activity successfully. The last example that I have here of types of text is argumentative or persuasive text. So it aims to change the reader's minds by using a clear reasoning, facts, and emotions. They present a strong arguments backed by evidence like numbers, examples, or expert opinions. The text includes arguments, provides evidence, and utilizes rhetorical techniques to influence the reader's mind. It aims also to change the reader's belief so that this way the writer helps the reader to understand why their perspective is important and worth considering. The basic example of argumentative or persuasive text is, of course, the speeches and of course, the debate. That's all for the lesson 3, which is the types of text. And I hope you learned something for this lesson.
Hi everyone, I have another activity here in which you guys are required to answer. And yes, if your answer is typefaces, then you are right. And I guess with that kind of activity, you already have an idea topic. And yes, it is fonts and typefaces or font and typefaces. First, let us know what is fonts, and later on, we will go into discuss the typefaces. And as we go along with our discussion, you will discover what is the difference between the font and typefaces. The word font itself comes from the Middle French fonte, meaning cast in metal. It refers to a particular style or character within the typeface. A font, it is a specific style and size of text that determines how letters, numbers, and symbols look when printed or displayed on a screen. Fonts can be varied in design, thickness, shape, and they can be used in convey different moods or tones in writing. For example, a bold font might be used for heading to grab attention, while a simple font might be used for a body text to make it easy to read. And here, the next one, the typefaces. So when we say typefaces or typeface, it is the set of design features that characterize a particular style of lettering. Typically, what we refer to as font is a typeface. That is Times New Roman, Helvetica, and Arial. So those are not actually fonts. They are typefaces, or they are the examples of typefaces. A typeface is a set of characters that share a common design and style, including letters, numbers, and symbols. It encompasses all the variations of a particular font, such as size, weight, like a bold or light, and style, like italic or regular. For example, Arial is a typeface, and within that typeface, you can have different fonts, like Arial Bold or Arial Italic. Essentially, the typeface defines the overall look of the text. And we have the first example of the typefaces. The number one is the serif typefaces. So when we say serif, it is a fonts that have small lines or decorative strokes at the end of their letters known as serif. They are often seen as a traditional and formal, making them popular for printed materials like books and newspapers. Examples of serif typefaces include, or it includes the Times New Roman, the Garamond, and Georgia, which enhance readability and give a classic look to the text. The second one is the sans serif typefaces. So these are the fonts that do not have the small lines or decorative. strokes at the end of their letters. Unlike kanina nga sa serif typefaces, they have or it has decorative strokes at the end of their letters. So the sans serif naman, it doesn't have the small lines or decorative stroke which distinguishes them from the serif typefaces. This clean and modern design makes sans serif typefaces popular for digital content and signage, as they are often easier to read on screens. Common example of open sans serif typefaces include Arial, Helvetica, and of course, one of the most typefaces that we usually use is the Calibre, which are widely used for website, presentations, and other contemporary designs. And the third example is the script typeface. When we say script typeface naman, these are fonts that are mimic handwritten or cursive writing. So as you can see in this picture, it is cursive. It features flowing letters and more personal touch. They are often used for formal invitations, greeting cards, and artistic design to convey elegance and creativity. Examples of script typefaces include brush script, Pacifico, which had a decorative and expressive element to the text. And the fourth one I have here, the decorative typefaces, or it is also known as display or ornamental fonts. So when we say decorative typefaces, these are fonts that are unique, that has a unique design to stand out and create a specific mood or theme, often featuring or elements. These typefaces are used to attention grabbing, titles, poster, or branding, where the visual impact is more important than credibility. Examples of decorative typefaces, it includes Comic Sans. Each of those mentioned offer a distinctive style that enhances the overall design of the text. And of course, the last one, which is the Didion. In the late 18th century in France, Didion became popular in the 19th and early 20th centuries for newspaper headlines and advertisement. Didioni are marked, Didioni rather, Didioni are marked by thin and bracket serif, thick vertical strokes, a contrast of a bold and delicate lines and bold terminal endings on some of the letterings on the letters. And again, that's the end of my topic for this lesson 4 module 3, module 2, and I hope you've learned something about my discussion for this presentation.